sorted. Just make sure. Copy. Alright, we're fine. Welcome everyone to Monza. Emilia-Romagna last week to the east of Italy. And now we go up north, just above the beautiful city of Milan, to one of the oldest circuits in the F1 calendar. And I believe the only track to have hosted a race in every single F1 season. Well, there's definitely one of the few that have hosted many races over the course of Formula 1. I myself cannot wait to get started tonight at this beautiful circuit. Swifty's back! Hey, good to see you, fella, as usual. Yes, I am indeed very excited to get started here. Why are we in one? Oh yeah, it's sprint. It's a sprint. I forgot about that. Sprint race this week. That should be fun. Jackson and Elias clearly having the setups with the straight line speed. Probably the most helpful setup. Stein also up there on that first straight. Father Greg has left the session. That won't help him at all. Now, Cristiano, as usual, he is the man storming the field through turn 2, and now heading down towards the Della Roggia of turn 3 and 4. It's a very neat exit there from Cristiano, now through Lesmo 1 and now into Lesmo 2 to complete the middle sector. Did he invalidate there? That looks very close to the limit. He did not invalidate at all. Tim is still holding strong in P2. Through the Ascari chicane now. Seems clean. Swifty has just lost a bunch of places in 1 there. He did indeed just invalidate quite a few people actually have invalidated so far. But it will be Cristiano, I'm sure now, to take pole position as Tim invalidates on the final turn. What could have been P2 for the sprint is no longer. Cristiano is on pole for today's sprint race by 0.6 of a second. Now then, that was expected, but could the sprint race bring some entertainment? I sure think it will. Let's get to it. Yeah, Swifty, you were doing very well there. That was P2 at one point. As usual, the Dutch drivers dominating. Dion and Mels both up there. 30-point gap between them right now. Very tight. Right, we have 3 more seconds, and then we can well and truly get into what could be a brilliant sprint race as usual. And it will go straight, actually, to the 5 lights, now ahead of the drivers, and it is indeed lights out, and away we go. Rico there gets an absolutely incredible start in comparison to Cristiano. Rico is through. Rico into the lead. Cristiano breaks later, side by side now in the front. Rico is going to try and hold it all the way around the outside. It's not quite going to work out for him. Cristiano does have the lead. Mels with a vital overtake there. And as we do go very, very close in that midfield as Rico there drops back behind Ecos. That top view is very, very tight as Ecos has hit Cristiano. Ecos is off. Rico is surely going to take that position now. Indeed he will. Elias is out of the race with Mel's. Crucially, Mel's and Elias have collided. They've picked up each other. As Luke here actually has got out of this one very, very well. He is currently in P4 in this race. Jack's now having a look. Swifty is back in this race. Meanwhile behind him, side by side between Brum and Milan. Milan goes off circuit. Brum follows him off circuit, and Ghost will take advantage through the Ascari chicane. Very, very tight here in the midfield to lower points. As there, Stein gets himself past Father Greg, and that there is Brum falling behind Milan, and also looks like Tim as well, as Luke continues his charge up the field and up into P3. Luke is on the podium, and that is the first time we've seen him there in a long while. Now then, Dion putting some pressure on TBP Ninja. Also there, Dion runs wider. Swifty makes contact with him. Dion losing his back end there a bit, and he's lost a bit of front wing. That is going to ruin his sprint race just as much as ML's. So that does indeed put Mel's back in this championship fight realistically, as then Milan and Dion have hit each other as well. Now he is a mobile chicane right now. As Tim there, his teammate, takes advantage, as does Undertaker. And I'm sure Stein will also follow through very, very soon. Here he comes now, Stein, for what should be a very, very simple overtake on someone without a front wing. As there, Jax with a bit of a wider run, but that there was a big snap. And Swifty, did he just pull off that overtake, or was there a mistake in that? Because that could have been the most incredible overtake I've ever seen, and I didn't even get to see it, which would have been annoying. Meanwhile, further back there, Timon going side by side with an AI. Well, not an AI, but yeah, Father Greg and Ecos. Ecos has picked up some damage in the fray there. Don't know where he's collected that, but that there is Ecos with damage. Luke being closely followed by Jax as he attempts to catch up with Rico. Will that happen for him? This has been a great race for Luke so far. Really, really proving himself. Swifty also has had a brilliant race here, as Stein there does eventually get past Dion with that broken front wing. Must be annoying for Dion, because he tried to keep himself out of it. There was nothing he could do, and he did indeed make contact with the rear of Swifty. No one's fault really, just a racing incident, as simple as it gets. Now then, Jax with DRS, he's gaining on Luke. Swifty also still in this battle. There could be mistakes here, there could be anything that just allows Swifty in. Milan going side by side with Tim. That's a really, really neat overtake there from Tim. But Milan is not done with this yet. I'm sure he'll try into Parabolica. Will he be able to get the move done? Will he be close enough? Not quite. He does indeed back out of that. Meanwhile now, Dion, with that broken front wing, is gaining on Timon. Is he going to be able to get the move done? Absolutely not. Meanwhile though, Brum is past his teammate. Ecos has been in the wars today, and it's proving by his current position of P15. He is now gaining time back on his teammate. Will he be able to get past Brum? I don't think it will be yet. He does indeed back out of it, as Dion does get past Timon, and that is why Timon has had a spin through turn 1. I don't know what's happened there, or how he's actually spun into turn 1, but that has indeed occurred. Now, Luke under heavy amounts of pressure here on lap 4 out of 5. Here comes Jax, Swifty right behind him as well. Jax though, he's going to pressure. To the inside goes Jax. He might be able to get him through the Ascari chicane, but he's going to get him before the corner arrives. And that there is Jax up into the podium places. Meanwhile though, Swifty, Jax's teammate, now very much so after that position. He's going to go to the inside. Here comes Swifty down the inside of Parabolica, and that is going to be P4 for Swifty and P3 for Jax. But Luke is not done with this yet. He's just lost 2 places at once. He doesn't want to lose anything more. He's got Slipstream now on Swifty. Might go 3 wide here actually into turn 1. Here comes Swifty. He's not going to send anything on Jax. Luke does not put any pressure on Swifty either. Those 3 though are very, very tight together. Luke though has made a mistake. Might allow Ninja into this fight as well. Milan, Undertaker also very, very close with Tim. Fought in the battle there for P7. Will there be any sort of overtake pulled off? And Milan there, and has hit Undertaker. Undertaker sending it down the inside, I assume, and eventually coming off the worst. No damage though for him. Now then, TBJ Ninja having a look. Here comes Swifty to the inside of Ascari. He's going to send it on his teammate. He's been sent around by Jax. Very aggressive defense as Timon there is also out of the race. Swifty has been sent around by his own teammate through Ascari. No respect left by Jax. The gap was there. Maybe it just wasn't on. The move could have been, but wasn't. As Jax said, does finish P3. Cristiano has obviously won the sprint race. That was not even a doubt. Rico though, with a very, very strong P2. Jax moved his way up the order to P3 in the end. Luke with a great sprint race into P4. TBJ Ninja taking P5. Look at that position change. TBJ Ninja with a 13 position gain. Unbelievable. He cost the biggest loser of the race, losing 10 places as he now crosses the line and sets the fastest lap of the race, meaning that there will be no point dished out for fastest lap this time around. Now Brum and Mies will both cross the line pretty much hand in hand, and that will be the end of that race and the sprint. No comment. That's completely fair, Swifty. It was a bit. I would like to say that's more Jax's fault, because he did give an almighty squeeze to say you were right alongside him. But you can look at that both ways. There are a few Ukrainian flags on the grid tonight as well, in respect for Ukraine. So let's get to it. We'll have like a 5-minute wait, and then we will indeed get to the action. Alfa Romeo once again dominant in this constructor standings. Red Bull, though, are the current leaders, so we may not have a championship battle on our hands in ITR, but I'll tell you what, we do certainly have a good constructors fight on the way. I'll have a check of those points right now. I will let you know who is where. Just give me one moment. Now I'll tell you the constructors standings. So yes, there's a 30-point gap at the top right now, but I think that gap could definitely be closed down tonight with Cristiano probably taking home another win. But obviously things can change very quickly. AlphaTauri and Alpine also very close. Only a 7-point gap between 8-point gap between them. I'm really bad at maths. Williams and Mercedes also close in that P5 and 6 battle. 56 points for Williams and 53 for Mercedes. Very, very tight everywhere, really. Seems like we could have a brilliant season on our hands here in ITR, and also in real life, to be fair. In fact, while we wait, let's just talk about that real life race. Swifty comments. Swifty, what's your thoughts? Because that was mental. I watched every single second of it and I was glued. Like, the first few laps, the battle at the back, that was really good, and then Verstappen obviously catching Leclerc for a little bit and then dropping right back, and eventually DNFing because of, I think it was a hydraulics issue that they put it on in the end. So, a bit out of the ordinary as well, because it seems like Red Bull have become a lot more reliable over the years. The Honda Power Unit especially has become what seems to be one of the better on the grid. Let's get some thoughts in podium predictions. Oh, I assume for this race, I reckon we see a top 3 of Ecos has actually got a big weight to pull, so I don't think he will make it. I can see obviously Cristiano, I think he will easily take home this victory. I can see an Alpha 1-2 tonight. Delight the Italian fans. Mel's in P2, I think. And like I always say though, realistically anything can happen as now we do ready up. I reckon Luke could finish on the podium. He showed great pace in that sprint, and I believe he can definitely do some good running tonight and hopefully pull above his weight. Anyhow, let's get to it. Let's get racing. Here, in what is an absolutely amazing circuit, if I do say so myself, at, obviously, Monza. Where else would it be? Arguably the greatest racetrack of all time. Even back with the, thingy. I don't know what, the bankings. That's them. The 2 Monza bankings, even with them, it was an incredible race. Very, very bumpy though, almost like the porpoising issues Mercedes are having with the bankings. Cars bouncing all over them. Back in the day of 1950s F1. Anyhow, let's ignore everything I just said, other than the live F1 with that Ferrari one too. Very impressive. And let's get to some virtual action here in ICR for round number 7. As obviously we do have the brilliant formation lap. That is an unbelievable start. Here comes Swifty now. Seems to be gaining places left, right and centre. He is up into P3 off the start. Will he go for a move on Rico here? Down the inside. Just commentating on the formation lap. I couldn't have tried, honestly. Milan has just turned into Kevin. But I've just realised the two Haas cars are literally in the positions that both Haas's started in. So Milan's going to finish P5 and Father Gray's getting P11. That's interesting. I think I should have mentioned Ghost and Elias really, because they're nowhere near, and they're both Alpine drivers. They are out of it really, by the looks of things. Mel's obviously at the back as well. I think I've changed my mind about that Mel's podium, you know. So yeah, instead I'm going to say Chris, Luke second, and then probably Tim, I reckon. Yeah, Chris, Luke, Tim. That's my podium prediction. And it's pretty accurate. I think anything's pretty accurate in ITR. I could say Brum, Mies, and Father Greg as the top 3, and it could well happen. There's more of a chance of that happening than there is like something very normal happening. I don't know what I can refer that to, but doesn't matter. There's more of a chance of that happening than me going to sleep at night. Of course there's more of a chance of me going to sleep at night. Anyway, let's just... Wait, how has there been a spin on the formation lap? Jax, what in the world have you done? What's going on? Oh no, we got a glitch. Has Jax just glitched the entire lobby? Because we've just got an open third grid slot. We got all the cars ready. Right, what's going on? Jax, what have you done? You've killed the lobby. By the looks of things, Jax has literally just single-handedly murdered the lobby. Restart. Wait, Jax might be moving. He's reset the track. What's going on? Oh, we're here. I think we're ready. What's going on? Oh, what? We're gone. Okay, right. Lights out and away we go. Rico tucks in now behind Cristiano. And for the... There's already been a crash. Two cars out in a straight line and they've just brought out a safety car. We don't even get one corner of action. Well, isn't that fantastic? Now everyone on the mediums is potentially ruined here. And Ecos, that's his race done. No, I'm joking. You can bring it back. So then the safety car's out. That's nice. Very interesting. Father Greg and Brum. I just said Father Brum and Greg. But yeah, Father Greg and Brum are both out of the race. In a straight line. There's calls for a restart. Oh? No restart. No restart. That is the eventual call. Is Dion there gets another penalty. He's down in P17. Serving a penalty, and he's just picked up another one. Give me a minute, I've just got an onboard from Brum. Let me just see this. What has that done to help? Thank you, Brum. Very cool. That did nothing. This is just a video of Brum retiring. So that's nice. Well, this race just got a whole lot more interesting, clearly. It's TBP Ninja and Undertaker that seem to be having issues. We're obviously not going back to racing yet, but it will be next lap, so we do get a bit of, you know, enjoyment. No. But yeah, we do get a bit of something in this race. So then, we do still have 3 cars not caught the safety car. What's happened to Ecos? He's just retired. He's just like full stop, just retired. That is very strange. I didn't even notice either. I wasn't like looking because it's a safety car. I didn't expect that. Safety car is in this lap. We get racing. Cristiano is going to control the pace here of everyone else. Let's get ready to rumble and get this race going once again. Is Chris going to do an Ecos? The man who is obviously now out of the race. But is Chris going to do an Ecos here and delay this restart massively? Or is he... No, Ecos bolts early, should I say. Or is he going to do his own thing and just bolt late? Seems to be getting ready now. Can hear that engine firing up. Chris has held it very, very late and now he bolts. Very, very tight there in the midfield. Look at that, 4 wide nearly. Still 3 wide there. Swifty now is stuck behind Undertaker's Stein and Tim as more side-by-side moments. Tim and Stein now going side-by-side. Great exit speed from Tim. They're going to go side-by-side now through the Curva Grande. Here they go. Tim versus Stein around the Curva Grande. Who will get out ahead in this battle? Still wheel to wheel here. Braking later there is Stein. Tim though gets the better line actually, and Stein is forced wide, and he's going to lose 1, 2, 3 positions. As Undertaker there also gets past Tim, so Tim's mistake costing both drivers. As now Cristiano from Rico from Jax, nothing changing in that top 3. Luke has been overtaken by TVP Ninja. Behind Luke we have Undertaker, Tim and Mies and Swifty, as that there is a big error from Rico there, and Ninja also, as now Luke is going to be able to get back past him. Jax has got the move done on Rico, but now Rico might have to look in his mirrors because he has Luke and Ninja both pushing now, and his tyres probably going to be wailing now, crying out for help right now. But it's an incredible bit of speed here. As side by side there, Ninja, as now Tim actually, alongside. Will he get the move done on Undertaker? He's going to hold it here, Undertaker, and he's going to get the exit speed, and that will be the position decided. And that there in the back there is Dion around again. This race is all against Dion. Meanwhile though, side by side, Ninja versus Luke. Luke's trying to hold it, bit of a bounce over the curb, might be able to get the switch back here though, Ninja. He's in, and that is exactly what he's going to try and do. He falls behind. Luke leaves the gap. Luke is forced out wide by Ninja. They're both trying to fight each other. They're not focused on the drivers behind them, probably because there is that 1 second gap. They have a cushion. Here comes Luke though, back at TBP Ninja down the straight. Will he be able to get a move done? Not quite into Ascari. Meanwhile there, Milan going side by side with Stein, and Milan pulling off that overtake as their Ghost gets held up. And now there is contact and Stein's around. Stein is in the wall, heavy in the wall. Big crash there on the exit of the Ascari chicane. As now we see once again Luke with another great opportunity now down towards turn 1. Still no DRS yet. Now there will be. Will Luke be able to get past TVP Ninja without DRS? He might send it. He's not going to risk anything. Swifty going side by side with Mies further back. Mies just about holds the position. Mies has had a great start to this race, I've got to say. He's had a brilliant first few laps here, and it has paid off for him, as he now is in P whatever. And now Ghost actually having an almighty look here on Milan. Can Ghost get the move done? He backs off in the end. Milan with a very neat line through the De La Rogier chicane, and he will hold the position. Meanwhile, TBP Ninja seems to have got away from Luke here and gained time on Rico. Could we see a move for that podium place soon? It looks as if that will be the case here. Rico losing a lot of time to TBP Ninja. Look at the pace difference there through Ascari. Here comes TBP. He might even have a chance going into Parabolica. He's going to be just about too far back. But now his opportunity arises. DRS down the main straight here at Monza. Here he comes. Rico going very, very defensive, almost over the white line. Here comes TBP Ninja, just set the fastest lap of the race, and it is indeed going to be the easiest overtake we've seen so far. As now Mies actually challenging Tim. Here comes Mies. Mies to the outside, and Mies, what looks like, will get the position. Tim tries to get the exit speed, and it doesn't work out for him. Ghost is past Milan there in the background as well. Swifty now on the back of Tim. Swifty might have a go at him. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case quite yet, as now Mies is stopping both of them really from putting pressure on Mies. Like I said, what a race he's having. Up 8 places from P15 to P7. What a Grand Prix he's having. Elias likewise, and Ghost also another big mover in this race. But now Swifty having a look at Tim. Tim is trying so hard to just gain his time on Mies. It's not quite gonna happen for him. He is there though. Mies just in front of both of them. It's a snapper oversteer from Mies. Might open the door for Tim here. Maybe into Parabolica. Again, just too far back. Had a look though. Wouldn't blame you for having a look. Now here he goes. Down the main straight. A bit of a snap from Tim also there. And it surely will be a very simple overtake here from Tim on Mies. But watch out behind them, because guess who's also here? Swifty. Swifty with the front row seats to this battle. As he gets past Mies, as does Tim, and as does Elias now. Now we might well see a four-way fight as Swifty's got past both of them. A great bit of overtaking there from Swifty, as he does now move up into P7 in this race and drops Tim down to P8. Better line there from Elias actually, as we see TBP Ninja. He's around at Lesmo 1, in between both of them now. He goes to the inside, he gives everyone the space, and that now allows Elias to move up a 10th position so far in this race. Absolutely flying here it seems, Elias. Swifty now pulling away from Tim and Elias. Maybe Swifty can actually pull himself back into this race and back into the slipstream and DRS eventually of Undertaker. Oh, it's Mies! Mies has crashed on the exit of Ascari, and it has brought out the second safety car in the first 10 laps. Jax has dived it in at the perfect time, but he's got a penalty because of that speed. He does change his tyres, but he now also has a 5-second penalty. Cristiano is going to lose out here massively. Every other driver is taking that opportunity. Obviously, other than Stein and Dion, they're busy having their own little fight at the back. But everyone down to P13, which is now Tim. But Tim will now regain quite a lot of those positions. But it is only P10 for him, as Ninja actually gets out ahead of him. The man who had a spin, now back ahead of Tim. Tim with a big loser there. Now Swifty's going to have a chance to really gain on these drivers up ahead. Action in the pits is what we like to see. But now the question is really, will Chris lose out? Because it is pit window. He's on softs. There's no reason for him to extend this run. He needs to dive it in, preferably this lap. It's going to have to be soon if it isn't this one. Here he comes now. Through turn... well, I don't know what turn number it is, but it's Parabolica. And he is pitting. So, does this give Jax now the big opportunity, the man on the hard tyres, to take the lead of this race away from by far the fastest man on circuit? We will have to see. Let's just check this time. As it is now the hards for Chris as well. But he's had a very... oh, no he hasn't. So Jax will get ahead here of Chris. No he won't, sorry. Chris does keep that lead in the end. So all that switching in the pit lane has actually helped Chris. He took the opportunity the next lap, and he has got ahead in the end. And Jax has had an internet issue, it looks like, of some sort. He is out of the race for the time being, as Time in there dives it in off his mediums. Does he get damage? He didn't. He's serving a penalty. Fair enough to him. He does need to serve that penalty. This might actually now allow Dion and Stein back into this race. The two men that looked far out of it after they both picked up damage early doors. Mel's now can actually regain some time in this race as well. Another man who has fallen back and now will be looking to regain time. Okay, will we go racing again this lap? Probably so. But we still do have to wait here. And it is indeed safety car in this lap. So we have Jax's AI in second. Because of his lag out, he might well be in trouble here. As now we see everyone weaving their way down the straight there, heading towards the line for the restart of this race. Cristiano again controlling the pace here, and it is now go in this epic so far Grand Prix, as Jax is actually back in this race. Can Jax make a move on Chris? Can Rico make a move on Jax? Rico's had a look. Rico's unable to pull off the move, but he's still there. He's still having a look here. As Undertaker there is overtaken by Elias, as now Elias is actually on a massive charge on those soft tyres, which could well make it all the way. If he can do that, he has pulled off an unbelievable result surely, as he now is the only man in that top 10, I think, on the soft tyre. And I am actually wrong, Tim and Milan are also on soft, but that is it. He has two drivers in front of him, both on hards. Rico on the mediums. There's no way anyone's going to be able to keep up with the pace of Elias at this current point in time. But surely they will later, as that there is Ninja in the wall. I don't know what's happened there, but Ninja has ended up in the barriers at the end of it. And we do have a virtual safety car at the end of the full one. And now we will go racing again very, very soon. As there's Swifty actually picking up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, as he takes this VSC as an opportunity to pit and also changes front wing. I think he got involved there in the shunt with Ninja, so Swifty is now the man at the back of the field, with not really much chance to get himself back into this race unless there is another safety car, which is highly likely. So maybe Swifty can indeed get himself back into this race. As now we do go back to racing, as Swifty gets another drive through there. So Swifty has really been taunted by this race. But now let's go back to Elias and this charge up the field that he's currently on. And it might well have been ruined there. Luckily for him, it was not the case. Now Jack's trying to get slipstream as Tim's had a spin. Tim's off at the exit of Ascari now. Here comes Elias. The first one's out of the way. He's got two hard tyre runners now, as the two in front of him. Rico, though, I think he's on the best tyre right now. He can make it to the end comfortably. Maybe with a bit of degradation at the end of the race. I think I actually said it right first time, degradation. Don't matter. Ghost gaining time on Mel's. This could be big for a championship here. Dion out of the points. Mel's under pressure, but he is in the points right now. He needs to be a lot further up the field though if he does want to gain positions in this championship on the current leader. which is Dion by 30 points. Cristiano, though, seems to be running away with this one, as now actually Elias has had a great opportunity, and that there is another spin. This time it's on the exit of the Della Roggia going into the Lesmos. Very, very unlucky there for Luke, the man who proved himself so much in both the sprint and also qualifying. But now we'll actually go back to the battle for the lead, because we could well have a three-way fight here for the win. Four-way even. Rico's still there. Don't count him out yet. Here we go now. Drew Parabolica. It's going to be very, very, very close now in a straight line. Cristiano instantly goes defensive. He knows Jax has DRS. Elias also with DRS just behind these two. Here comes Jax. Not quite going to gain enough. Milan gets the move done on Undertaker there. Undertaker has been once again overtaken. Good one. Anyway, Elias gaining time on Jax now. Bit of a clip on the grass through the Curva Grande. And it seems as if Elias will not be close enough here. We know he's notorious for his dive bombs, but it is a bit far back. I would not blame him for not risking that. He is now there though. Elias is exactly where he needs to be. He has gained, I believe, 15 positions, which is, it's correct. That is unbelievable from him. Elias is here. He wants this race. He knows it can fall into his hands, but he also knows he has another man right behind him. Well, maybe not right behind him right now, but certainly not far off the pace either. As he now does actually gain a bit more time, as Undertaker Dylan there does get a 3-second time penalty. Now then, Jax can definitely get this move done on Cristiano. He's had a decent Parabolica, better than last time from Jax. Chris is going to have to go so defensive. He's weaving across the straight. He knows Jax has pace. He knows Jax can get this move done if he gets close enough. But guess who's close enough now? It's Elias. He's going to go down the inside. He's going to risk it on Jax. He's going to go for the switchback now. Gets the exit speed. These two are not going to want to battle too much. They don't want to let Chris out of their sights. Still side by side there through the Curva Grande they go. I think Jax will back out of this, and that indeed is the case, as Cristiano there has a bit of a snap. Elias now has gained 16 spots in this race. Unbelievable running from Elias, and now he has one more in front of him, and he is faster right now. On those soft tyres, he has more pace than the current leader, who is currently Cristiano. He knows he has more pace here. I can tell you that Elias knows he has the pace to win it, as that there is a wider run as well from Chris. That's not going to help him on entry to the final turn of Parabolica. Will this battle heat up some more with 10 more laps to go? Elias closer than Jax ever was. This is a great opportunity for him. Here comes Elias now, down the main straight. Heavy defending here from Chris. Elias though, gaining all the time in the slipstream. He's not going to be close enough. Chris goes defensive though. Might open the door on exit for Elias to sneak through. Not going to be the case, but look how close we are now. We have a 2-horse race. Well, it's turned into a 2-horse race for the lead of this race, as that there is Timon around, and Mel's also involved in that shun. That's going to bring Mel's right out of this championship again. As there, Elias actually went for it. Sorry for not noting that, but Elias did have a look there on Chris. Fair enough to him. He needs to stay close though. He can't be letting Jax into this fight, which is the exact situation Jax finds himself in right now. Jax is here. He's trying on Elias, and it's not going to quite pay off yet, as that there is Stein actually pulling off a move through the Lesmos on Timon. Brilliant move from him. Elias, though, seems to be dropping back from Chris. That's not what he wants. Jax gaining time. Milan now is actually here as well. Milan going for it on Rico. He's going to go down the inside of Parabolica. He's going to back out and try and get that exit speed. That's not quite going to be the case for him. He might be able to get him, though, down the main straight. Here we go. Big chance now for Milan, and it will indeed be a simple move to get Milan up into that P4. Brilliant bit of running from him tonight. As that there looked like Undertaker wanted the move done there very, very quickly. It's now Elias has actually had the thing that he didn't want to happen. He's out of DRS. He is out of that detection zone of 1 second. So we could now see a battle for P2. Could we still see Chris run away with this race though? Because he is now a championship contender. Just to let you know that Chris is in this championship. Chris is well and truly still here. And now Jax does back off a bit more. And we do actually see a side-by-side moment there. Rico seems to be really dropping back here. Luke and Tim going side-by-side. Draskari nearly a back-end loss there from Tim. Very close to that back-end going away from him. As Luke gives that position back. As there Elias! He pits from the softs. What's he pitting for? Did he not use another compound? He pits for another set of softs. So maybe he thought he wouldn't make it. Looks like the case. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he wouldn't make it. Maybe that just wasn't the case there. Maybe making it was not in the question here. As now Luke switching one back on Tim. Gets the exit speed down. But can he get the move done here? Can he get past Tim here? Through Curb Grande? Not gonna happen quite yet anyway. Mel's though further back, gaining time on Swifty. These two in a world of their own compared to everyone else. But the man is realistically in a world of his own. It is Timon. Completely alone on circuit. No one else around him. Here comes Mel's on Swifty for P13, and it will not be the move done actually. Swifty puts up a fight, contact between them, and Swifty runs wide. That battle will be over then. And now we see Milan actually dropping back into this Rico Undertaker battle we see him right now. As Milan actually dives it into the pits. Is that another man from the softs that doesn't think he can make it? Now here comes Undertaker. Can he get close enough to Rico? Rico with DRS keeps himself ahead. Cristiano holding this race lead. Very impressive stuff from him so far. Stein there falls back behind Tim. Tries to get in that slipstream, not quite going to happen. The toe falls away from him very quickly. Milan there, falling all the way back to P11 where Elias once was. But Elias he's pushing now. He wants to gain time. I mean, of course he does. He needs to get those higher points finishes though if he wants to declare himself as a man who can fight for this championship. The real battle right now is between Tim and Stein. They're literally the only two within a second of each other, and they're kind of flickering as well. Tim seems to have found some needed pace, and maybe can pull himself back around in this one. Elias though clearly has speed. Look at him go. Now down towards Ascari. Clear amounts more pace than any other driver currently. Maybe can get a move done soon. Maybe that move will be done soon, as Stein there has made the mistake on the exit of Ascari. Very unlucky there for him. Don't think he picked up any damage. He did not pick up damage. So Stein is well and truly in a fight here against Luke, apparently against himself as well, as proven by the exit of Ascari. Here he comes now, down the main straight. Big chance opening up. Here comes Stein. This is just going to help Elias some more. Holds his nose in. Luke gets the position. Elias is here now though. He's caught both of them. The man on a mission. He needs to pull himself back into the higher points places, or he is not going to be able to prove himself a championship contender here. Stein though seems to be holding his own against Luke even after that shut off which dropped him a second back. He is still here against Luke. We do now have a three-way fight, it seems, between Luke, Stein and Elias. Elias really has come out of nowhere though in this fight. Stein gaining some time on Luke. It's not enough though. These three are going to be the cause of action for quite a few laps now, as Stein does run a bit wider. Might open up a door for Elias. Elias is forced wide there by Stein. Not on purpose, obviously. Here comes Elias. To the outside he goes. Side by side, these two will now go into Parabolica. And there is contact between them, and Stein is forced around, and into the wall goes Stein. Things couldn't have gone worse for him there. And now Elias, is he going to be able to get past Luke here as well? Not going to be the case. Not close enough at all. Although he does gain a heavy amount of time, and Luke there actually does drift a bit wider. Might open up a door for him actually into the Curva Grande. Indeed it will do that. He's going on the grass. He wants the inside line. It's not going to come to him. Very, very close to going side by side here, these two. Elias might send it. Goes to the outside. Sees a potential opportunity on the double switchback. It's a very neat move from Elias. If he can pull it off. Luke's though still there. He's going to get DRS as well here, Luke. He's proven pace all weekend long. Obviously the fresh softs though on Elias's car are really going to give him that advantage which he needs. Luke though, he's really not done with this yet, is he? Luke putting pressure on Elias, as now we will go onto lap 23 of this race. As now we see a move actually. Rico is past Jax. Jax has made a mistake there, it seems. So Rico moves up into P2 of this race. Meanwhile, further back there, Luke has actually got back past Elias. Contact between them through Parabolica. Elias forced wider. These two wheel to wheel now down the main straight. Watch out behind them as well, because here comes Milan. Milan also with a big opportunity. Down in towards turn 1. Luke dives back into slipstream. He actually does send it. Down the inside goes Luke. Very, very risky. Might give Milan both of them. Here comes Milan now. He's in this fight. We have a three-way battle here for P8 in this race. To the outside Milan goes. Covered off by Elias. Milan versus Elias now seems to be the fight. Here comes Milan. To the outside. Elias goes deep. Goes deep again. Here comes Milan once again. Elias covers off that inside line. Backed out there does Milan, but back he comes into the second Lesmo. Not quite going to happen for him yet, but now DRS is going to be the big supporter here for Luke as well to keep him in this fight. Here comes Milan now to the inside. It's going to be quite a simple move, but I'm sure Elias will not want to give this one up yet. He is going to try and hold it with Milan, the man on fresher softs, I believe. Let me just check that. And I am... Yes, he is on fresher soft. He's going to try though and hold it with him. That's all he's going to want to do here. Will he be able to though, as their Undertaker gets himself on the podium, or does he? Jax is not giving this up yet. Side by side these two are going to go now. Down towards the Curva Grande, we're going to see Undertaker on the inside. We're going to see Jax on the outside, side by side for P3 through the Curva Grande. And now into the Della Roggia chicane. They can't go side by side for much longer. Or can they? Back comes Undertaker. Jax forces him wide. Still there though, Undertaker. Putting a lot of pressure here on Jax. Jax though does not want to give up this podium quite yet. Jax is not done with this race. Here comes Undertaker though, back at him once again, but guess what this has caused? Dion's arrived. Dion is on the scene. Dion, the fastest man in this championship so far, proven himself all season long And he is now in this fight with Undertaker and Jax. But now, Jax can actually come back at Undertaker. These two have been side by side practically the whole lap here. Dion right behind them both. Undertaker is given the position by Jax. Jax wants that DRS and he's indeed going to get it. But Dion is also going to get DRS here. Could go 3 wide now down the main straight. Jax in slipstream on Undertaker. Pulls to the inside. Heavy defense from Undertaker. Jax is back on that podium though for now. On lap 25 of this race. Jax though with a poorer run. And Undertaker cannot quite get that move done. Very good racing there up at the front. And don't count it over yet. Because I'll tell you what, Undertaker is still pressurising Jax. Dion's dropped back a bit. Understandably, I don't think he wants to be a part of this fight. I think he just wants to sit back and watch it for a bit until the opportunity arises. But Undertaker here has actually really sent it there. Big mistake for him. There's now Ghost in this fight. No, he isn't. Ghost's around. Now Undertaker, another opportunity here to reclaim dominance in this battle, to reclaim a podium spot to the inside. Undertaker is gonna force his way through. Over the curb there went Jax, and over the inside of Ascari as well. Jax really seems to be throwing this race away with 13 seconds of penalties now. There is no point in these two fighting. They're giving Dion so much opportunity. They're both trying to get DRS off each other. And now Dion is well and truly in this fight. And he's got DRS on both of them still. Here they all go now. Down towards turn 1 once again. Down the main straight. Dion pulls out early. He's going for it on Undertaker. Undertaker's going for it on Swifty. We do go 3 wide. And now there is Jax losing time to both of them. Undertaker forces his way around the outside. Jax is now back in this fight. Jax is forced wide. Tim might get the position. Tim and Jax now side by side. And it is actually Tim that comes out on top. Jax massively losing out there. Down towards turn 1. Huge knockout for Jax. That's a massive blow in this race for him. Dion as well now gets that podium spot, which he rightfully deserves. Meanwhile, further back there, Ghost going side by side with Timon for a second there. And obviously now that battle disperses for the time being. Now though, Dion losing time again to Undertaker here. Jax is still in this fight. Tim is there now as well as Undertaker picks up another penalty. Tim is right now on for P4. I think I said Tim instead of Dion, and then that would have been spot on. And it might well still happen. There's still very much so potential here, because Tim will finish P4 in this race, pretty much confirmed. As now we go on to the final lap of this Grand Prix. Who will take P3 is the question right now. Will it be Tim, will it be Undertaker, or will it be Dion? It looks like it will definitely be Dion right now, but the battle for P4 is still well and truly on. I know there is penalties involved, and it will obviously give Tim the position, but if Undertaker can hold up Dion enough, then P3 is still on the cards also. Now over the inside curve of both areas of the Della Roggia. And now maybe a chance for Tim actually. Undertaker with the wider run. He's going to lose a lot of time there to Dion. Can Tim get a move done on the final lap? Speaking of moves done on the final lap, we do have a side-by-side moment here. Further back, it's Ghost. It's Timon. It's Timon. Timon now going back wheel to wheel. And he will get the move done on Ghost. Ghost though will get DRS as Chris. It's inevitable at this point. That's why we don't celebrate it. It's just going to happen. Chris wins in Monza today. Quite an obvious result, like I say. Rico P2. Dion takes a very vital P3 to his championship. Tim in P4. Undertaker takes P5. Jax will finish P7. Maybe even P8 in this race. It will be P8. Elias gets P6 in the end, after pitting for those softs very late on. Milan in P7, barely behind Jax. Sorry, behind Elias that is. These two Getting very, very close at the finish, but it will be Timon ahead of Ghost on penalties. And now Stein and Mels are the final two to cross the line, again practically hand in hand. And that there will be the end of another brilliant weekend of races. Stein crosses the line in P12. Mels spins out into the wall. Mels finishes the race. Mels in P13. And a bit of creativity to that finish. I respect it. And it is indeed the end to a fantastic race here at Monza. Good amount of battling. It's what we like to see. Fun race to watch. No match though for Cristiano for another weekend in a row. Cristiano, he will win this championship surely. Didn't appear for the first few races, but now look at him in full flow. Cristiano closes down that gap at the top, takes P2 in the driver's standings as well from that race. Who set the fastest lap though? It was Swifty. So Swifty does not help anyone there tonight. Luke got very unlucky there. In the end, Brum does not seem very happy. And that will be it for tonight's racing action. I hope to see everyone here tonight again soon. We had a peak of about 10 viewers at some point. Very, very good to see. That'll be it for Monza tonight. Goodbye as usual. See you all later.